فَتَحْنَا لَكَ فَتْحًا مُبِينًا.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, faqad qala Allahu ta'ala fi shani habibihi ta'lima wa takrima wa mukhbira wa amira. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim.
أنزل السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين
And I have praise to be the praise holder, the cherisher, nourisher, sustainer, the peace divine, the omnipotent, the Lord of universe, Allah. Complete peace and salvations be upon our masterpiece, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the companions, followers, and each and every Muslims in the globe until the crack of dooms, the doomsday. Amen. First of all, my dear beloved listeners, I like to greet you people with the universal Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaykum wa rahamathullaahi wa barakathuhu. I came from my father. My father came from my grandfather. My grandfather came from my great-grandfather. And so on, so on. It goes back and back and back until it goes back to the Adam. So Allah created the Adam. I mean, He is the only one. Allah Azza wa Jal created the Adam. The Holy Quran describes how Allah created the Adam. We created man from a sounding clay, from mud and molded into shape. And He began the creation of man from the clay and made their progeny from a quintessence of fluid. And thus the human beings had a fundamental attachment to the earth. So there will be a question that the shaitan will put forth. He will ask, this is the creation of Allah, then who made Allah? When you think backward in time, what was there before Allah? When you think backward in what was there before Allah, there was nothing before Allah Azza wa Jal. This question does not even exist because there was no such thing before Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah Azza wa Jal was there finished. So this is what we wanna think ourselves. This is what we wanna think ourselves. We can't use this human brain to understand Allah. If I tell you to lift 10 kilos right now, can you do that? Yep. Same like if I tell you to go with 100 or 200 kilos, can you do that? Yep. Same like if I tell you to go with 1000 or 10,000 kilos, can you do that? Nope. Because there is a limit to this. There is a limit to the human muscles, but there is no limit to the Allah Azza wa Jal. Same like if I tell you with the eyes, how far I can see. Some people can see 1 mile of a distance. Some people can see 3 or 4 miles of a distance on a clear day. Some people 5 miles. So if I tell them to go with this eyes, with this human eyes, to see and to look as far as 100 or 200 miles without a binocular or a telescope, can a human eye do that? Absolutely no, because there is a limit to the human eyes, but there is no limit to the Allah Azza wa Jal. He can see each and everything accurately. It is whether it is wherever or whenever, but there is no limit to Allah Azza wa Jal. The human has the limit. For hearing, there is a limit for the human beings. For seeing, there is a limit. For speaking, there is a limit. For each and everything, there is a limit for the human beings. The human brain is just limited, but Allah Azza wa Jal is no limited. So, if you and me to know about the unseen world about Allah, without a prophet, say yes or no. We can't. It's only through the prophet. Whatever the prophet tells us about the Allah Azza wa Jal, we have to trust them. Because the humans can't bring down their own arguments about the Allah Azza wa Jal. It's only through the prophets. It won't work because the whole concept of who made Allah is not a man-made thing. The Allah Azza wa Jal has sent the prophets to the world to talk about the God. Allah Azza wa Jalla has sent the prophets to the world to talk about the God. When their question is arrived about the Allah, who he was and what he was and so on, no human being can come and tell about the Allah Azza wa Jalla without a dalil or without a prophet evidence. There should be a prophet. We should go through a prophet, because Allah Azza wa Jalla has sent the prophets to the earth to talk about the God. We have to go through a prophet, because it were told by the Allah Azza wa Jalla. We have to go through the prophet. When philosophers, when scientists, when a normal ordinary person speaking about the God, God may be like this, God may be like that, so that we don't accept the authority of everybody. We accept only the authority of the Allah and sent by the prophets. So that we have to go through a prophet to know about the Allah Azza wa Jalla. When you go deep into the Allah Azza wa Jalla, then you will fail. Even it's your own mind. So I conclude my speech by saying that before Allah Azza wa Jalla, there is nothing. Wahir dawana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullaahi ta'ala wa barakathuhu.